Why, hello there, and welcome to Let's Stream. Welcome to the stream. We're at a stream. It's a stream. Hello. Giga Prime. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Fred's here. I'm here. We're all here, and we are ready for a stream. You know what's so funny? You just watched a short on $10 gas. Don't remind me. Well, that is part of what we are going to be talking about tonight. Yippee! Yay! We're here and we're queer. Yes, yes, indeed. Here, let me pop out the chat so that I can, you know, do that. I don't remember who I shouted out. So I took a little break. I took like a week off. I appreciate everyone for the patience and stuff. Let's see here. We got Rusty a while. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. And 9 Cammy. Thank you for the follow on Twitch as well. Let me pop out all of my chats. I hope everyone's doing great. I'm doing pretty well. Let me get everything pulled up here. Pibble Punk. Hello. Welcome. You moved from the Midwest to West Coast since you last tuned in. Yeah, I remember you mentioning, I think that you were doing that. So I hope that went well for you. I am okay. Everything is good. So, yeah, I took a week off. Last week I gotta crack open a cold one. And by a cold one, I mean a cold sparkling water. I'm drinking the Trader Joe's black cherry vanilla, like delicious flavor. I'm super thirsty. I am so thirsty. I'm gonna drink so much water. I'm just gonna sit here and chug water for 3 hours. I hope you're all okay with that. No, but last week, I was feeling kind of tired. It has been like last month was pretty busy, and this month is also gonna be pretty busy. And I was like, you know what? Rather than stress myself out too much, like I'm just gonna take a week off. So I took a week off. It was nice. It was nice to have a little break. Definitely needed it. I spent a whole lot of time just like spinning and doing flow art, like so much. I was outside a lot. Um, Vanilla plus fruit is a goated combo. Yeah, the black cherry vanilla is such a good. It's such an amazing flavor. Anyway, Alak, Biggest of Bugs, Giga Prime, and Pibble Punk, and Asura. Welcome, everybody. Glad you're all here. So, I don't know if anyone has noticed, but like, yeah, gas prices were going up, but not like jumping up like crazy. But the past, like week or so, it's almost $5 a gallon where I live. Like it's 4.99 or whatever. Like it's like pretty clear that they really don't want to have to cross that $5 threshold, but like they're gonna have to. It's just been we've been lagging behind the rest of the world. Oh, Lucky, welcome to EP Halfling. Lucky with what? The gas prices? I know there are definitely plenty of other places that have already hit 5, 6, $7 a gallon. So I'm aware that I'm in a pretty good like in terms of like the national average. I think I'm in like I think I'm on the lower end of that. 6 plus here. Yeah. Yeah, there are definitely a lot of places where it is absurd how expensive gas is. Like honestly, so wild. I cannot believe it. So thankful to have good public transit now. Will never drive again if I have any choice about it. Well, that's lucky. Good for you. Honestly wish I could ditch my car. Really wish I could ditch my car, but unfortunately that's just not going to be able to happen where I live. Like I wish the sidewalks were better where I live and stuff. Like I wish there was stuff like that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Uh I guess this is something good happen. Wait, what? Sorry, Asura. That made my brain hurt. Left of the box is happy to hear from you. Hello, Rusty. I'm not sure what you mean by that. But thank you or something. I don't know. But anyway, Yes. So I did make a post about starting a podcast, and I think I am going to for sure do that. It kind of sounds like people were excited about it. I think a trans run podcast could be pretty interesting. Um, and yeah, so like I kind of want to, before we jump into politics, I kind of did want to talk just a little bit about like what that would look like. So kind of the goal would be that I want to start this. Um, I don't know. Actually, don't know. I requested for you to collab with Left of the Box. Oh, cool. Rusty, can you like DM me on Discord or something? Like, is that something you can do? Because I don't think having a conversation about this over chat is going to be super effective, but I would love to hear more about that. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I do not recognize the channel. You will try? Okay. Yeah, just use my link tree. So I've got my link tree, which I actually need to copy paste. Uh Here. Link tree. Uh Posting link tree in places. Hello, Vigorous. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me pin and pin again. Cool. All right. Sick. Wonderful. Amazing. Perfect. Stupendous. So yeah, I've got a link tree. Pinned it in both chats. Pinned it in both chats. And yes, we will be doing all sorts of wonderful stretch. Thank you for redeeming the stretch. Pitstol? Pitstol? Is that right? Is that a thing? Did I say that right? Of left of the box. Uh yeah. Oh, I see. I see. I see. I see. I see. So they are a YouTuber. Um cool. I don't know much about this left of the box individual, but I think it looks like we have very similar content that we cover. Like we cover a lot of political whatevers. Could be interesting. However you can pronounce it. Good point. All right, I'm gonna stand up. Here, let me raise my standing desk. Well, anyway, so the podcast. It would be like a weekly or bi-weekly, probably like bi-weekly podcast run by trans folk where mostly the guests would be trans and or about trans issues. Like, we might not always have trans guests, but the focus would be trans issues. So like probably some of the exceptions would be like politicians or something if that were to ever be a thing. To talk about stuff even though they might not be trans themselves. Left of the Box is great. One of the few focused on politics of Canadians. Canadians, eh? It's a Canadian. Sandy used to be in TYT, but left in protest over trans issues. Oh, interesting. Interesting. That makes sense. Actually, I've heard of a few. I think I've heard of like two, maybe three people that left TYT um, over trans rights, basically feeling not respected and feeling like things were bad. Hello, Grace. Welcome. Hi everyone. I have a host a political meeting in 7 minutes. Hope you all will still be chatting after a while. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how long the stream goes. I'm not sure. Um, but yes, the podcast. I am very interested in doing that. I feel like it should be fun. I did make a post on my channel that was like basically asking for like what you guys would like to see discussed on the podcast. So my goodness, I'm sorry. This sparkling water, the carbon dioxide is like getting me. But yeah, if you have any suggestions for like topics for a podcast, I would if you already shared them in a post, in the post, then don't worry about it because I've already read it. But like, if you haven't shared your thoughts yet and you would like to, I would like to hear them. Um, and so kind of the tricky thing about it is that like I just want to like if it's just me, it's pretty much the same as my regular content, right? So like the thing that makes the podcast different would be the guest. So like I want to have pretty much a guest every time, which might be kind of challenging for me because I don't have a huge network of like trans creators or anything like that. Now, from what I'm aware of, it does kind of seem like this is something that could snowball. Like, if you get like 3 to 5 trans creators or whatever on, then they might know some other people who might want to come on, and like it could very easily turn into like word of mouth, like getting around, like people wanting to come on and like tell their story or talk about stuff or whatever. And I think that could be really interesting. Um, but I'm sort of okay. So initially I was kind of thinking about it from the lens of like me and one other continuous co-host doing a podcast basically. So like it would have been like, me and someone every week, same 2 people talking about stuff. But the person that I was sort of planning all of this content around was unsure of the consistency of their involvement. So I don't exactly know. Like, yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting. Grace says, "I know many a wonderful trans person full of wisdom and stories around it." Yeah, and like I'm not like I don't have to talk to exclusively content creators or like as a matter of fact, I would love to talk to not uh exclusively trans content creators. Like I would love to talk to trans content creators, but I would also love like Grace. I know that you have a lot of people that work in advocacy with you and around you and near you, and I would love to hear from a lot of those people. I think that would be incredibly interesting. Like Kobe can come on, for instance. Like I think that would be a great thing. And then like I work alongside Trans Unity Coalition a lot, and so like they're a nonprofit and they have a lot of really great volunteers and a lot of people doing a lot of work in Trans Unity Coalition. So I think it would be really cool to get some of those people a little bit of a time to talk about stuff. Rotating co-hosts. Right. So yes, that is kind of what I was thinking is um I don't like it would be kind of like does anyone watch like a bit fruity, like Matt Bernstein, a bit fruity? I watch that podcast pretty frequently. And what Matt tends to do, Matt has on like I don't know, Emma Vigland, for instance, pretty frequently, but not all the time. So like Emma will come on once every 2 months or something. And so Emma's like a reoccurring guest on A Bit Fruity, but it's uh yeah, it's a podcast where it is about specific queer issues or pop culture issues or idol culture or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, like there's a lot of really cool stuff there where it's like, like Matt is consistently there, obviously. And then there's always usually a co-host. Sometimes there's not a co-host, but most of the time there's a co-host. And yeah, and so like the issue with also Turtlebird, welcome. I don't know if I said hello to you. Interview ContraPoints. Um um that like okay, like if I could get someone like okay, yeah, let's get Abigail Thorne. Let's just hit the big ballers on YouTube right off the bat. Now, like there is like a 0% chance, at least as far as I would think that like ContraPoints would want that Natalie would want to like do an interview with me and like or not interview but like a podcast with me, and likewise I would be hard pressed to believe that someone like Philosophy Tube like Abigail would be willing to like I am such like, I am such a small channel. Like, you have no idea how small of a small fish I am. Like, I know that people, like, I have a decent following and it's growing, and I get that, but, like, I gotta keep it in perspective, and the fact that I'm still incredibly tiny. So, like, getting huge guests like that would be cool, but it would also be incredibly hard for someone of my size to do that, because, like, they would essentially be doing, like, charity work for me. Like, I wouldn't be able to pay them, I wouldn't be able to, like, make it worth their time, by any stretch of the imagination. So, yeah. Anyway, we don't have to keep talking about that. I just wanted to get Pitzel, thank you for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate that. Thank you very very much. Very wonderful. Very amazing. Stupendous. Quinn, hello. And Asura, maybe? Question mark. I don't know what you mean. That is so vague. Luxander or Necosaurus would probably be open to doing a collab. Uh, Alec Gunter. Okay. Hold on. Give me a sec. Let me just start like a little sticky note here for all these people that you're mentioning. Uh, so we have Alec Gunter, Luxander, Necosaurus. Left of the box. Baja. I know Nat IRL. She's done tons of interviews with little channels. You know ContraPoints IRL, Quinn? Jeez. Talk about connected. Well, if you so happen to be gabbing with her on the phone or something, and you wanna toss in a little breadcrumb of if you wanna plant the seed, I certainly wouldn't be against that. But uh yeah. Um yeah. And Abigail? Okay, Quinn. Woo! You're name dropping. Oh yeah, I just know philosophy tube IRL. Me and Abigail, we go way back. Just like um oh my goodness. Mystic. Yeah, finally got on. Oh, welcome. Happy to have you here. Happy to have you here for real, for real. Thank you for joining. Lovely, wonderful, stupendous, amazing, and all that great stuff. Yeah, whew. Quinn, you're making me like sweat a little bit. Like, are you hanging out with both of them right now and watching my stream at this? I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, shit. Like, if you're going to the exclusive big name trans creator parties or something, you wanna name drop me or something, I wouldn't be opposed to that or whatever. How late you are, freaking YouTube not posting. Oh no, you're good. You're good, Aloha. It's only been 19 minutes, so it's not that huge of a deal. I just failed at drinking water. Do not, do not at me. You're an interim mod for me? You mean on Discord? Yeah, yeah. I recognize your username. A lot of people have different usernames, um, online versus whatever. But you're good. Um, okay. Do you remember when I told you that I like finding people before they get big? Yes, I do remember that. Does it just so happen that you became close friends with ContraPoints and Philosophy Tube before they both blew up big time? Is that Quinn? Are you the key? Are you the one that launches people into stardom? Until people know Quinn, it's just like a crapshoot. But then the second they meet you and you start engaging with their content, it's like boom. I once locked eyes with LeVar Burton at an event. Does that count as having a connection? Um, Who oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I am not good at idol culture stuff. Like, I'm not a big idol culture knower. So, like, let me look LeVar Burton. Who is that? Oh, that's fucking that is Reading Rainbow, Mr. Okay, that's Mr. Reading Rainbow. That's one of my favorite episodes of Community is the episode where Troy meets LeVar Burton and he spends like the entire episode like freaking out like cuz Pierce like hires LeVar to come out and like spend a day with Troy and Troy's like just eyes wide the whole time, won't talk at all. So and then like the scene where Troy is like in the bathroom like crying to himself singing the Reading Rainbow. Oh my gosh. Uh so funny. Hey Leo, welcome. You're watching, not in a convenient mode to converse. No, that's cool. You're fine. It's all right just to lurk. I appreciate all my lurkers. Shout out to the lurkers out there. Jordy something from Star Trek? Okay. Um That was close. Your hair looks great. I have pigtails today as a quick fix. Oh, nice. Pigtails are cute. I've never tried it, to be honest. You'll do an interview with my little friend who's starting out in 10 years, yeah? Who's starring out in 10 years? Wait, I'm confused. What did you say? Oh, no, I don't hang out with them daily or anything, but given that I've been around for a while, they'd take me seriously at least. Oh, okay. No, I get you. I get you. No, that's cool though. That's really cool that you have those connections. Like I would never want to like, you know, make you feel like I want to take advantage of that or anything. But like if it, like if you did ever want to try to you're starting out in 10 years. Yeah, if you want to, I wouldn't be upsetty spaghetti. Mystic, you are only seeing part of the chat because I multi-stream on Twitch and YouTube. So you are seeing the Twitch chat, but on screen you are seeing both the YouTube and the Twitch chat, which you can tell by the fact that there is a YouTube symbol next to the YouTube chat and a Twitch symbol next to the Twitch chat. Anyway, forgot what I was um yeah, I'm like making a little list here of content creators and people that I would like to interview. But I think there's a lot of people that I would love to interview. Health, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Liked. Thank you, Rusty. Yeah, everyone liked the stream. That would help me out a lot. Help me get the stream boosted up. Got to get people in here. I took a little break last week, so probably the algorithm is gonna. Yeah, it kind of looks like the algorithm is not being super nice to me right now, which I totally understand. You take a week off, and the algorithm wants you to suffer. Mystic, thank you for the follow on Twitch. I really appreciate that. That's very nice of you. Huge W there. Super wonderful. Love it, love it, love it. Anyway, sorry, new to Twitch. No, you're fine. You're totally fine. Watch on whichever platform you want. Jumping to YouTube to like. Oh, you're so nice. You're so nice. You're the one. You're the best. You're wonderful. You're amazing. You're stupendous. All right. So, yeah, gas has been spiking like crazy. You got your housing secured? Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. So happy to hear that. Very happy to hear that, Health. Thank you for sharing the good news. Yes. So gas, by the way. Gas is spiking super hard. We have been kind of protected from the consequences of the energy crisis. Not completely, but like, like the increases that we have already have seen, the increases that we have already seen pale in comparison to what we might see here in the very, very near future. Like we are at the point where it's basically unavoidable that we are going to see massive hike in gas prices, like beyond what we are already seeing. Like it is not unreasonable to think that we might hit $10 a gallon of gas. Like, it is entirely possible that gas will hit $200 a barrel. Let me actually look up right now. Current gas prices, or oil prices again. Prices per barrel. So let me try to find a chart or something. Oh gosh, what is? Whoa, look at all this. I don't need all that. I need a chart. I need a chart. I need a current chart. Woo! All right, I got a chart. All right, I got a chart. All right. I don't know how good this chart is in terms of chart. I'm not like the best at it or whatever. But as you can see here, as you follow along this chart, you see that there are gas prices, right? So the prices are down here, and they're down here, and they continue to be down here. But then all of a sudden, it just goes up and 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 up. And what's interesting is it spiked really hard, right? Like, so it hit, what is this, 113, but then it dropped, like it dropped way back down to like 83. And so that, like, if you didn't notice last month, it spiked really high, but then it started coming back down again. And then it like, it's shooting up right now. So these are futures, I think, right? But yeah, here we go. We have crude, you have Brent. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. So yes, just wanted to use this little graph here to show that the numbers are going up. There are numbers, and they were down here, and now they're up here. And I do not think, as you might have noticed, it kind of seems like the graph has entered a new equilibrium, which would make sense because we have permanent, like we have our supply of oil and gas has been shifted in such a way that, like, if nothing were to change, we would hover around this point probably forever. Like, we would be stuck where we're at right now. But like, I don't know, it would probably settle down around like 94 or something and kind of hover around that point, right? So this is very not good. Pretty bad, actually. I would go as far as to say that it is potentially apocalyptic. Like if gas keeps going up, well, I'll tell you what, like 100 a barrel is wild. 106 a barrel is wild. Like if it starts going up even more and starts hitting the 120 or even past that point, Lord, we are going to be in a sticky wicket. Also, holy shit. Ashlyn, thank you so much for the 10 community gifted subs. You're amazing. You're the best ever. The best ever. Sorry, everyone else. You're not the best ever. That's Ashlyn. She won. It is a competition, and she won. But no, thank you so much. No, you're the best. Oh, shucks. Oh, by the way, speaking of stuff, I really want to get artwork done for the channel. So I know I was speaking a little bit with Andrew over chat or something on Discord, but if there are any artists in chat, um feel free to hit me up on Discord. Feel free to hit me up. Joey, welcome. Your stream title is scary. $10 a gas sounds WTF. I should look for another horse. Yeah, no, for real, like, driving is I'm not the best ever? Okay, I'm out. I own no car, I do not regret this. Yeah, you're like, if you live in an area where you don't need a car, that's kind of an incredible W right now. Um, Regular gas is 5.80 in LA, right? I bring Cascadian ingredients. What's Cascadian? What it was? I am so here for $10 gas. It'll hit them as much as us. Unfortunate or sadly, it will have to be painful for us all to wildly understand that the water on the back is piss, not rain. Yes, yes. No, I understand what you're saying, Quinn. I think that the high gas prices will affect everybody and kind of this undeniably like this is an undeniably bad situation. There's no amount of cope that can make it okay. And actually one of the things that's really interesting is only like recently renewable energy uh like in recent history renewable energy like solar and all that other stuff has become way more affordable than oil or what it has like solar and other things have become more affordable than oil. But this thing that is happening right now is taking that margin and growing it. So like the cost of oil and gas is going up and up and up and up and up, but the cost of renewables is going down and down and down and down and down. And so what you end up seeing is this dichotomy where it's like, if we invested in like, renewable natural fuel sources, energy sources, we could avoid this energy crisis outright. Like we could literally avoid it and we could move into the future with lower energy prices. Everyone's electric bill would go down, everyone's whatever would go down. But instead, we are married to the oil and gas industry, which lobbies for lobbies in our government and makes this hellish situation that we are in right now. Leah says, I have been a graphic artist since 1977. What you need? Oh, perfect. If you would like to message me on Discord, I am interested in making in having some assets made for the channel. Like I could have some emotes for the different chats. Like if people become members, like giving them access to like different kind of emotes and stuff would be super sick. If only I could ride my electric scooter the 37 minutes work every day. So I have an electric unicycle, and I know that that's a ridiculous thing to say, so please don't get too hung up on that. But it is an extremely efficient electric vehicle. It is literally a single wheel with a motor. It can go up to 62 miles an hour, which is not how fast I go on it. But like, if I had bike lanes, or even if there was any infrastructure at all where I lived, it would be extremely useful. Like it is an incredibly powerful vehicle. It's extremely energy efficient. It's actually maybe I'll regret saying this. I don't think so. I think electric unicycles are the most efficient energy cost for travel thing that there is. Like I'm pretty sure electric unicycles are literally the best bang for your buck out of any single vehicle on the face of the planet. Like on a single charge, my unicycle can go like 60 miles at 20 miles per hour on a single charge. And yeah, it's very good. It's very good. Um why isn't an e-uni a weird thing to say? Well, like I don't think a lot of people know what electric unicycles are. I see people very often out in the real world who I say electric unicycle or I'm riding it and they're like blown away by it. Blown away by it. Um so yours goes 32 miles per hour. Yeah, my electric unicycle goes up to 62 miles per hour, and it goes like 60 miles on a single charge if I go like 20 miles an hour average. So it's an incredible vehicle, right? Like I really shouldn't need a car other than when I'm doing like grocery shopping or something where I have to carry like a whole lot of stuff, right? But like unfortunately, the infrastructure in America is not designed for that kind of thing. Like the infrastructure in America is horrendous and only designed for cars. And so, like, if I want to ride my electric unicycle places, I have to get on like a 45 mile per hour road, 2 lane road with a bunch of cars where it's 1 lane going each way, right? And that's horrible. It's fucking horrible. And so, like, yeah, I really wish there was more infrastructure spent. But the point that I'm making is that, like, the more expensive oil and gas gets, the more cost effective it is for that kind of infrastructure to be built, like rail systems and stuff. Like the higher the oil and gas gets, the worse it is for just the current way that we have things running, where it's just oil and gas cars. Oh, Mackenzie, thank you so much for the $5. You're amazing. Uh, my cousin, who idolizes Peter Thiel and is willing to sacrifice his own rights as a gay man, joined ICE, and some members of my family are praising him. Well, that is horrendous. I hope that who is this? Your cousin? I hope they live to regret it. I hope that they do regret it instantly. Um, I don't know what to say about that. That's horrible. Thank you for the $5. I really appreciate you. Unicycling is definitely a flow art. Yeah, for sure. The non-electric unicycles are for sure a flow art. That is absolutely definitely 110% a flow art. Let's see here. Tax subsidies for electric cars versus nothing, but taxes for a person's electric vehicles is a pain. Wait, what? Tax subsidies for electric cars versus nothing, but taxes for persons' electric vehicles is a pain. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to understand that, but can you reword that maybe? That's right. Trains were supported, I think, bipartisan back in the 80s, right? Or am I wish-washing? Trains were supported, I think, bipartisan. Oh, taxes for personal electric vehicles is a pain. Like scooters? Uh, right. Like you have to pay taxes on electric scooters and stuff, right? Um, are you saying that we should have tax subsidies for those as well? Is that what you're saying? Where I vacation, the town is small and we don't drive anywhere. We use electric scooter and bikes to get around, only use car for groceries. Yeah, exactly. That is exactly what I would like to do. Like, my town is kind of perfect for that, except for the fact that there's no bike lanes, there's no sidewalks, there's none of that. Like, so it's rough. It's a question of balance. Mine's not good these days. Well, yeah. Um I will say the electric unicycles balance front to back for you. So you only have to balance side to side, which does make it a lot easier. Much, much easier. They think he's selfless and strong. The same guy, despite being a part of a marginalized group, is all in on MAGA and has doubled down on support as Trump support creators. That's Mackenzie. That is such an interesting thing to um so weird. Yeah, like, it's such a weird time to, like, double down on MAGA support, because, like, it is very clear that MAGA, like, peaked, like, in during like after the 2024 election, right? It is clear that when Trump won the second time, MAGA peaked. It peaked super hard around like January, February. And ever since then, it has been a consistent, not of this year. I meant like of 2024, obviously. But it has been a consistent, or 2025, I mean, I'm sorry. Has been a consistent downward trend. Like in the longer time goes on, the worse Trump's approval ratings get, the worse everything gets. And it's just such a weird time for anyone to be like doubling down on MAGA support when, seriously, it's like, it is a joke. Ella, welcome to the chat. Sorry I didn't see you in there earlier. Oil was $161 a barrel when I graduated college in Texas in 2015. We will live. No, well, of course we'll live. It's just like, I think the higher cost of oil and gas will help with the transition to renewable energy. It makes the math work out a lot better. And like at a certain point, we are capitalists, right? And so like at a certain point, like you kind of would think that capitalists would be like, oh, profit and margins and shit, and would care. But I don't know. There are a lot of people who are like generationally bought into oil and gas, or like those industries are so huge. Like I don't know. It's probably like off the rails kind of thing. The pygmies are so exhausting. I get it. I don't like the way LGBT people creep into chud territory and ban me for being a chud. If I can't be a chud in chud territory, where can I be myself? What? Excuse me. What? What? Excuse me, but what in the actual fuck are you talking about? What? Personal property taxes on things is a scam. It's bad enough that and insurance on all our things are mandated. Everything is for us made for us to rent in the world. Yeah, no, I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I was banned from Discord and now I'm angry. You were banned from like all of Discord, or you were banned from a server in Discord? He is also an AI bro, thinks Palantir, OpenAI AI are the future. Thinks anyone who gets in AI's way is anti-science. Uh, what a person. Wow. That person, like the karmic backlash that your cousin is going to suffer, I have a feeling is going to be immense and very frustrating for them, but also very satisfying for everyone else. I was banned from all Discord because a soy reported me. That's amazing. I'm so happy. AI is 98% scam. That is so true. That is so true. There are very few things that AI is good for. And it's just not, yeah, it's awful. Uh I live in Pittsburgh, which is the most hilly city in the US and miserably cold 6 months a year. They did bike lanes and nobody uses them. I hate them deeply. Nobody will tell me otherwise. Not good. Well, just because you live in a very particular place where it's not as useful doesn't mean that it's not useful. Like bike lanes would be an undoubtedly good thing where I live. Sidewalks would be undoubtedly a good thing where I live. Like eh, like like of course you have to do it on a case by case basis. But like literally the only reason why it's not being done in Ohio is because of like corruption in politics in my local area. Um but I'm not gonna lie, I don't understand, like, how are the bike lanes bad? Like I understand that maybe no one uses them, or not people don't use them enough, but like how is it a bad thing? More cars would be a good thing where I live. Our city is only occupied by half its capacity. Um, I don't know. Hey Alice, welcome. $10 a gallon gas and you'll see a lot more people cycling. Oh yeah, for sure. No, for sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. Toys are trying to genocide chuds and I'm tired of it. My guy, you you holy shit. Are you dumb? If that is a genuine position and you're not just and that's not just some shit take that you typed out under the effects of some kind of drug, like if that is a sober take from you, then you are extremely stupid and you need to do like any amount of reading. Like, can you read a book? Are you able to read a book? If so, you should read a book. And if you are unable to read a book, you should learn. and then you should read a book. I'm a cyclist, so I'm biased. Just take the whole lane. Sorry. Uh, Chicago has been improving the bike lane situation for quite a long time already. Yeah, every time I go to Chicago, it makes me jealous because Chicago has like hella bike lanes and like you can get around. Like if I lived in Chicago, other than like grocery shopping, like I said, like the times when I need like a trunk to carry a lot of stuff, like I literally would not need a car. Like my electric unicycle would actually be faster to get me around. Like if I lived in Chicago, it would be faster for me to take my electric unicycle almost everywhere rather than drive a car. Like driving a car might take you 40 minutes to go 2 miles, but on my electric unicycle, it's going to take me like 5 minutes. Because they snarl traffic and make it impossible to get where you need to go in an efficient method, they block necessary movement in certain places and make it difficult to deliver to businesses. I disagree. There should be a parking lane and a bike lane. And if you are on a main road where there is no parking lane, then that means that you're not supposed to park there. And they block necessary movement. They usually expand lanes to do bike lanes, so it shouldn't be doing anything to traffic. And if instead of bike lanes, they added more lanes for cars, the studies have shown that adding lanes for cars does not actually help with traffic. Like if you go from a 3-lane highway to a 4-lane highway, it actually does not improve traffic. It just like condenses the traffic wider. Like the traffic is just as clogged up as it was. It's just instead of it being like spread backwards farther, it's spread more wide. Spread more wide. Um What book? I've read plenty of books. What does reading books have to do with anything? What book covers soys trying to genocide? Oh my god. Whew. I'm sorry, but like you have made it painfully aware that you know literally nothing about like power dynamics in society, and like you don't understand the difference between a majority minority population. Like you like if you don't understand why the things you're saying are fucking stupid, then I'm sorry, like you're lost. Like you are like a worm. You are you are like an insect crawling along the ground. Um, Genuinely, like if you don't understand, like I'm guessing you're like a white man or something, like you're like a just like some white man victim complex person, and if you don't understand why that's stupid as fuck, then I'm sorry, like you need to like read some books written by queer people or black people or like literally Native American people or like literally any population that isn't white men. Um, Toys are not a minority population on the internet because a lot of them retreat to online spaces and displace the native chuds by getting into. Holy shit, my guy! I'm gonna stop reading your chats out loud, but just know that you are so stupid. Oh, oh Lord. Yes. Yes, the internet famously only soy people. Like I know that when I go on Twitter, I'm going to see 99% soy, 1% chud. And actually, the internet is famously owned by the soy. The soy. Big soy, actually. It's big soy. Owns the internet. And you're onto something there, my guy. Just keep digging, and you will. Sadly, I must dip. Work comes far too soon. Have a great evening. Oh, have a good one. Have a good night. I appreciate you. What are soys? It's just like It's just like it's stupid. It's just like like if this person is genuinely using soy and chud as as categorizations for people. It is like one of the most unserious things I have ever heard in my entire life. Uh, like from Soy Boy? Yeah, yeah, like from Soy Boy. Yes, that is what it is from. I came in because of major clickbait, $10 per gas. What the heck is going on? Oh, it's not clickbait. Like, it is possible. If we keep moving in the direction that we're moving in, we will for sure hit $200 in gas. Like that is uh not an unlikely thing to happen. Um and as a matter of fact, we are noticing that oil is starting another spike. Like it started coming back down, but it's starting to spike again. And it is definitely not good. Definitely not good. That's what I will say about that. Let's see here. Um Chicago, my time to take the whole lane with a bike where you don't belong and a will get scary close. I drove a cab for years. Don't tell me that's rain either. Take the whole lane with a bike where you don't belong, and A will get scary close. Uh, I'm sorry, Quinn. I don't understand what you meant by that. Add more bike lanes, add more trains, add more thick thigh ladies. I agree with all of that actually. That's the step. That's the setup in my neighborhood, Leah. But I live in a really nice, like high end neighborhood next to Beverly Hills, so it's not like all over LA. Unfortunately, but better than nothing. Oh, okay. What you're talking about is induced demand on freeways, taking away roads that have always been used for cars for the purpose of non-existent bikes doesn't help anybody. I find the framing of your stuff. I just don't understand. Like, how are they taking away roads? Like, didn't when they built the bike lanes, didn't they just expand the roads? Like, every time I've seen bike lanes added, they take the road and they just, like, expand the shoulder and add a bike lane, right? Isn't that what they did? Like, they didn't, like, take lanes away from you, right? To, like, make stuff, right? Um, it's legal in Oregon to take a full lane of traffic if there is no bike lane and there isn't 3-foot buffer for you to pass safely. A 10 to 15-second delay isn't going to affect traffic. I would probably agree with that. Where I live, I have to be in the like if I'm on my unicycle, I literally have no choice. I have to be in the lanes with the cars. Like I literally have to. And there's no way for them to pass me either because it's like one lane both ways, no passing lane kind of thing. Like no way to pass. Like it's like double yellow lines all the way. So like the bike lanes would help because people would be able to pass me and they wouldn't be obstructed by me not going as fast as them. Hi all, just got home from work and I'm here. Welcome, Gwen. I have the worst look, saved up and got my medical stuff paid for as a treat for myself for years of saving and working. I bought a Challenger. Oh, and then gas prices. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I drive a Prius. I do not regret buying a Prius. Not even not even for a second. I really really like having a Prius. One of the best decisions I have ever had. Got to run to the store. Be safe, aloha. Let's see here. Public streets are for public use. Not all of the public wants to drive. I think that's fine. Is soy an Asian reference? No. It's become soy is just a reference to like non right wing, non chud people. It's a stupid dichotomy. It's really dumb. Don't worry about it. They did indeed take lanes away from us. Two-way roads were made one way in favor of a bike lane in the opposite direction. Infuriating. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I would say that that is incredibly shitty uh civil like I think the civic engineers, like the civil engineers who did that are fucking stupid. Basically, I've honestly never seen that in somewhere else. Everywhere that I've seen bike lanes, they always just expand the shoulder of the road and use that to make the bike lane. Um, Removing lanes from the cars is dumb. Acacia, hello, hello. You're playing Sky Children of the Light. I've never heard of that. Never heard of that. In Beverly Hills, it's apparently a ticketable offense to ride the sidewalks. Really? Do they? Well, they better have bike lanes then. They better fucking have bike lanes. Also, Acacia, thank you for the cheers. Thank you for the cheers. I appreciate the bit. I actually don't even know what bits do. Like, I don't even know what that is, but I appreciate it. It's very kind of you. Whoa, I've got so much stuff. Okay. Uh, Sorry. Twitch deflected me. If you don't mind, go ahead and like the stream. Would love that. Love that. Love that. We we have a link tree pinned in both chats. I would love for you to click that link tree. It opens up a new browser window with all of my social medias, and you can follow me on those various social medias to get information and stuff and see me do art and all sorts of wonderful things. Removing lanes can actually reduce congestion. I'm not a civic engineer. I'm not going to pretend that I know everything about this. I do think that bike lanes are a net positive. I think, encouraging non-car traffic, I think is a net positive, but like obviously it has to be done in a smart way. And like obviously there has to be some level of like each area is different and you kind of have to plan things specifically for each, like there's no one size fits all solution. You know what I mean? So you have to like work with the local whatever. I hear that bi, lesbians, and gays are too comfortable and seem all too willing to deny trans people. Taking lanes away from cars isn't always dumb. One of the ways they're trying to control traffic downtown is turning two-way streets into networks of one-way streets with more room for others. Uh so the Night Lion. I will say I think that there probably is something to the one-way streets or whatever. Like that might not necessarily be a bad thing, but like I will say like the city that I grew up in, like I don't live there anymore, but Dayton. I grew up in Dayton, right? Dayton is is a perfect example of how this can go horribly wrong. Like the way Dayton is set up is so infuriating. It makes no fucking sense. Like the people who designed the networks of one-way streets in Dayton are stupid. They're stupid, like genuinely. And so like like there are some civic engineers who are just like bad at their job. And like there are some cities that are affected by that. There are no cars in Dayton. That is true. There is nobody driving in Dayton. There are only there's only like one person walking to the courthouse in Dayton at any given time. Um, I've been watching your flow arts for the past couple weeks, and they are super cool. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Yeah, I love flow arts. It makes me really happy. It's health and wellness and all sorts of things for me. It's a really lovely thing. I love sharing it. I love doing it. It makes me really happy. I would love to make more content about it in the future. The reason why Twitter is chudded now is because there was a backlash to, oh my god, Jesus Christ. I don't want to read this out loud. The reason Don Homer, the reason why Twitter became chudded was because Elon Musk fucking bought Twitter and changed the algorithm. Like if look this up, okay? If there have been little like studies done. If you make an account on Twitter and you are clearly a left-leaning person, you will get like 60% right-wing content, 40% left-wing content. Or something like you'll get like a 60-40 split. But if you're like a right winger, you see like 80-20. Like 80% right wing content, 20% left wing content. And if you're like centrist or whatever, you see like 70-30. Like there is no situation on Twitter where you see more left wing, like left leaning content. That like there is no situation like that. Like the algorithms are built specifically to hype up and push these like idiotic people. Oh my god. Holy shit. Dawn, how old are you? Are you 14 years old? The way that you talk is like permanently online. Like the way that you type is permanently online. Dawn, you need to go outside. You need to talk to real people. You need to touch grass. You need to drink water. You need to stretch. You Oh, Jesus. Okay, again, I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop reading your chats. I keep getting distracted by your weird Oh no, people don't like it when I talk about them like they're subhuman. This is oppression of the street. Yeah, exactly. Elmo specifically banned the term. Oh, you mean Elon. Cis as a slur. He's a bit nuts. Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. Uh, Civic engineers in the USA are often taught and encouraged to maximize car flow when they're assigned to change priority without retaining retraining. You get places like Dayton. Oh, that's interesting. I actually like I don't know why Dayton is the way it is. All I know is that it sucks. All I know is that it fucking sucks. I have one of the earliest Twitter accounts on Earth. Twitter is now equal to Tree Social or OAN. Yeah. Also, one of the earliest Twitter accounts. Wow. Fancy. Fancy. I live in a major refinery area. Gas is cheaper here, but if it goes to $6 a gallon here, I'm just cycling the 22 miles to work. Yeah, I don't blame you, Basilisk. I don't blame you at all. Gas is cheaper where I live too. I don't really know why, but yeah, it's it's real. Oh, Ashlyn. You didn't have to time that person out. I actually would have preferred that you didn't. It's okay that you did, but I really don't like to time people out or ban people or do any of that unless they're like being particularly terrible. Um, like if they're like saying slurs or doing something like that, like that's okay. Um, yeah, but if someone just being stupid, like it's fine. If anything, it's a little bit entertaining for me. In the Houston area, gas is ranging 3.6 to $4 per gallon fixed. Thank you. Yay, Leah stream. Yeah, welcome Anime Psychic Gal. I appreciate you being here. My first Twitter early double digits. Oh, okay. Oh, Kitty. Yeah, Freddy's here. He's chilling. He's being a goober. He's being a goober boy. He's being a sleepy goober boy. He's licking himself and being super cute. Being super cute. That's what he's good at. That's what my little Freddy's good at. The owner is making an appearance. Yes. Yes, he is. Yeah, the real king of the castle is here, and he's got something to say. Kitty. I missed a lot of streams recently. Glad I caught you. Oh no, you're good. You're good. Also, I apologize that I took a week off last week. I've been busy with festivals and stuff, so it's been I've been a little less consistent than normal. But I appreciate everyone with their support and everything. Like last week, I definitely had to take a break. But it felt nice. Toys banning me as usual. Look, Dawn, I told my moderator, like I literally didn't um like I literally advocated for you to get untimed out. So you can actually go fuck yourself because like everyone in my chat wants you banned and I am literally the only reason you're not getting banned right now. So yeah, cry harder. Enjoy having the ability to still be here. Because it's only my kindness that keeps you around. I think it's a bit nice that Dawn is learning intersectionality. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, it's not completely impossible for like some kind of common sense or like intelligence to like seep into this person's brain as they're watching. Not impossible. Not impossible in the slightest. Mystic is going to bed. Have a good one. I appreciate you being here. Thank you, and sleep well. Mm. Uh, super happy that you're living your life. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, you know, I am living my life for sure, but I do need to be here still. Ah. And I need to you know, be consistently making content and stuff. But there is like a balance. Like occasionally, you know, I got to take a break or something cuz, you know, it gets tiring. Oh, Fred is perched up there on his little tree. Cute. Um gosh, you know, it's actually really noticeable. I got electrolysis last week and they had to turn it up. They had to crank it super hard. Um and it was like I have like I have like visible marks on my face from electrolysis. It's gonna take a while to heal. Uh, oh my fucking god, I know more about all this leftist stuff than you all do. Leftists don't even read. Oh, jeez. If by reading you mean like reading Twitter posts, you're oh my you're literally just wrong, but okay. But okay. Strong agree with not banning everybody under the sun. Trans streams tend to be very quick on the trigger. Yeah, and like I get why. Like I understand why people are like that, but like I'm not like that. And it would be like I've thought about like cuz people give me a hard time about it, right? Like I don't like if someone pops in and they start saying slurs and they start being like really disruptive, then yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll ban them, you know, and I'll get them out. But like if someone is just being stupid, like this Don Homer guy, like if they're just in my chat being fucking stupid and saying like really ignorant shit, like I'm not gonna like ban someone for that. Like I'm just not going to. Like I don't want to. Like I don't want that to be like my community. And a lot of people like get mad at me about that and think that I'm like not prioritizing having a safe space or whatever. But like what I think people need to understand is that this is a safe space because it's a trans run space. Like this is a safe space because like the the platformed opinions are mine and I'm obviously like not transphobic, right? But like if some fucking person pops in here and they want to like just chat or whatever and be stupid, like it doesn't bother me. See, even soys acknowledge that their communities are completely excessive with banning people. Um, look, Don, there's something that you don't understand because you're probably like I'm guessing you're a cis white man, right? That's probably what you are, right? And first of all, you are being an asshole. You are being a fucking idiot in my chat. So like, if people are banning you for that, that's their own prerogative. I'm not saying that I'm better than other people because I'm not banning people. That is literally just how I like to run things. And I'm not saying that other people are worse than me or I'm better than I'm not saying any of that. And honestly, like what you need to understand is that queer folk have to make their own spaces. Like, we go out into public and we face ridicule, we face bigotry, we face all sorts of prejudice, right? All sorts of prejudice. And what used to, what cis people don't seem to understand is that, like, we have to go out of our way to make spaces for us to feel safe. And so a lot of people have this kind of mindset where obviously they want to protect the safe spaces. They want the spaces to remain safe for people. And I think that that is smart. And I think that that's a good reflex to have. And I think that's a good impulse to have. Now, do I think that it makes some people get really band happy? Sure. But that's their own prerogative. What you don't understand is that this is like a forum, right? And so, like, if I don't want you here, you're fucking gone, buddy. But if I want, if like I don't care, then like you need to look at it like like walking into someone's house, right? Like, you walk into someone's house, and if they don't want you there, they're allowed to tell you to leave. Like, if I don't want you here, I'm allowed to ban you, or like, you, you don't have some kind of privilege to sit in my fucking chat and be an idiot. Like, you are only allowed to do that by the grace of God or whatever, by the grace that I have given you. um I imagine people would be banning you for a reason, if you think everyone but you is an asshole, you're probably an asshole. Yeah. Yeah. Uh I'm trans and I am accomplished and I will not censor myself to bend to ultra touchy nonsense. I will, however, always be respectful. I will always do what I can to try and lift up the community. No, I think that that's a good mindset. I think that's a great mindset, honestly. I do think that there are some leftists that are a little over the top with the touchiness. I think, I mean, I talk about this a lot. I genuinely, like, think that there is a little bit of a, like, some people are a little too allergic to discourse, um, which is fine. Like, obviously there are certain things that shouldn't be a discourse, but there are certain things that do require discourse that I think people should have. Um, some places are safe spaces for comfort and camaraderie. Others are safe spaces for education. Yeah, no, no, I feel that. I feel that. And like, and that's the point though, is that, like, if you need a space where I'm going to ban every single person that pops in disagreeing with me, then I'm sorry, this is not the space for you. But, like, if you can handle the fact that every now and then someone is going to pop into my chat and just say some dumb shit, like, it's fine. Like, I think if anything it kind of builds you up a little bit of tolerance to, like, the dumb bullshit that comes out of, like, people's keyboards. Yeah. Um, Leah the god and her unseen army of moderator angels. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I am the divine goddess of this live stream, and there is no you are only allowed to exist here by the grace of the goodness that is me. Don't feed the trolls, just watch them dance for you. Yeah, no, for sure. Like, I genuinely, like, when people come in and into my chat and they start saying really dumb shit, like, it often gives me an opportunity to, like, start a conversation or, like, talk about something. And so, like, I know that some people might get upset about that, but, like, it gives me something to jump off of. Like, yes, I like agreeing with you all and, like, having points of agreement. But it is also kind of nice sometimes to just, like, stomp on some idiot in the chat who's saying really dumb shit. Not judging anybody, just asking a question. What do assholes or what? Wait, what do assholes have the right to be ass? Why do you did you say why do assholes have the right to be assholes? Is that what you're asking? Because you said what, but that was confusing to me. But basically, like, people have the right to be assholes, and I have the right to decide how to handle that, right? like every streamer has the right to decide how they handle things, right? Some streamers um ban people very quickly. Some people ban people not so quickly. And like honestly, like I think they're both fine. Like I think both are fine. It's whatever you choose to do with your own platform. Thank you for the hydrate, Ashlyn. I just chugged a bunch of water. Oh, that's amazing. Ah, amazing. I think we should starve the attention hog of his desired sustenance. Well, you see, Pebblepunk, like, that's the thing, is that like I will interact with like this Dawn person. Like I'll interact with them as much as I want, right? And then I will ignore them when I want. You know? Like I'm not like I don't have to read their chat. I don't feel forced to engage with them. I choose to do that. So like I'm going to do what I feel like I should do. And if you feel like I should handle things differently, then cool. You know? Like yeah. My platform is made of wooden blankets. Nice. Not trying to be oppositional. I'm new here, but wouldn't gas have already hit $10 if it were going to? The Strait has been shut off for a long time now. Thank you for that, Deloaded. What a great way to segue back into the conversation about oil and gas. One thing that you may not be aware of is the fact that oil tankers move extremely slowly. Hold on. So, couple reasons. First of all, the reserve that we with the Federal Reserve or whatever, we've been pumping oil into the market that we had held back or whatever, the strategic reserve. And there was also a lot of speculation that this would come to an end early or something like that, which it's clearly not, right? It's clearly not. Um so let me just so I did a very simple Google search, which is not showing up on my oh, well that's why. Hold on. Whee! Oh, that needs to go down here. Okay, so oil prices are now rising due to fading hopes for a quick resolution to the Iran war and prolonged closure of the Strait of Hormuz, despite prices remaining lower than expected during the initial 2 months of the conflict. While the war began in late February 2026 and immediately disrupted 14 million barrels per day, the largest supply shock in history, prices did not spike as dramatically as anticipated because of existing oil inventories, strategic reserve releases, and speculative bets on a swift ceasefire. Recent price increases reflect deteriorating optimism about peace talks and tightening supply conditions. Brent crude surged past $126 a barrel in late April and early May. After things happened. Like a lot of this is based on speculative markets, right? So there is that. And then let's see here. Where did it say this? Oh, Exxon CEO Darren Woods noted on May 1st, so this is 3 days ago, that the full impact of the supply disruption has not yet been absorbed by the market, suggesting further upward pressure may come as inventories run out. So let me give you a couple reasons why we could hit $200 a gallon or $200 a barrel. First of all, once the reserve is depleted, that's a huge shock to the market. Second of all, tankers move extremely slow. So when the war started, like you have to think about it like this. There was a line, like basically a line of tankers, right? that had been going like almost continuously, right? Like it's sort of like a chain, right? You can think of it like a chain of tankers, right? They're all chained together and they're moving really slow. And so what ends up happening is, supply gets cut off and the chain breaks, right? But even though the chain has broken, there are still so many tankers that are still there. Like the chain is broken way back here, but there's still like, I don't know, 135 tankers or whatever that are a part of what's left over of that are still moving, right? And so for the past 2 months, we have had the benefit of that, basically, that there were still tankers that were moving across and doing stuff and delivering oil. But that is run out. We have gone through those. So I understand. So you think it'll hit $10 because of the slack and the supply chain running out. Well, that and other things. That and other things. So like the reserve releases, we can't maintain that over the course of things. And also you can look at other countries, right? Like, so if you look at other countries, America has been uniquely protected from the oil shocks due to the fact that our market is sort of like a bubble. And there's the strategic reserve releases and other things that prevent us from facing the full effects of the oil shock, of the energy crisis. But the longer this goes on, uh the less that they are able, the less and less that they are able to protect us from that oil shock. And so we will, the longer this goes on without a resolution, the more and more we will feel the effects of that. And it's not just with gas, by the way. Like, yes, you will feel it at the pump, but it's not just with that. Like, it also has a lot to do with like food prices and other things, because like you have to consider every single good, like all food and all goods have an energy cost, right? Like there's shipping costs and there's energy costs that go into absolutely everything. And so if the global supply chain of oil and gas kind of becomes tense and oil spikes, then the energy cost of producing goods also spikes, meaning that like food costs will go up. Anything that needs to be shipped or exported, the cost of it will go up because it's going to cost more money to get it across the ocean or whatever. There's all sorts of reasons why, like, so it's not just at the pump, but like an energy crisis will affect everything. Like we could end up with some pretty bad inflation if this continues on. Other countries are far more screwed than us. This is true. Yeah, like there are some countries that have had to go down to like a 4-day work week because they literally do not have enough like oil and gas in their country to like maintain a 5-day work week, because like it's really bad. Really bad. So like this is like it said here, largest supply shock in history. Largest supply shock in history. Like I just really want you all to like let that sink in. Like really think about that. This is the largest supply shock in history. Now, part of that is because oil and gas, like the industry has grown a lot. And so like because the industry is larger, the disruption is larger, basically. It's like a scalable problem, right? And so like I'm sure the oil and gas industry is larger than it was back in the 70s when we had the other energy crisis. So like the effects of it are worse today. But yeah. Um so this is why I'm talking about like China and other places having invested in renewable energies as much as they have. It's actually very good for them and very bad for us that we doubled down on oil and gas. We doubled down, tripled down, quadrupled down on it, and then we went and we made oil and gas like insanely expensive, which does do one thing extremely well. It does make people wealthy. There are a lot of rich executives, oil and gas executives, who are going to make an extremely, uh, extremely, I'm sorry, I was reading a chat. I completely blanked on what I was saying there. Shit. Oh yeah, we invested all like we got rid of all the subsidies for renewables. We fucking destroyed all of our hopes and dreams and invested everything in oil and gas, and then we like went and we crashed the global oil market, which like does make some rich people a lot of money, but it also makes everyone else suffer like a shit ton. So yeah, it's not great. It's definitely not great. Paid $5 a gallon for regular in Chick Burbs today. Yeah. Yep. It's like $4.99 where I live. Although I saw near where I live, I saw six like 6.30 for diesel. Like 6.30. Jesus. How is Donald Trump doing today? Is he winning again? Druid Andrew, welcome to the chat. No. He's not winning. Very much not winning. As a matter of fact, it's weird, but for the first time in maybe ever, he's like losing. Like he is doing consistently worse and worse, and it seems like people have run out of like patience for him. Like honestly, I really would love to see a full analysis of the dynamics between um you know, between like Trump and like his base and like the popularity and stuff. It's just so interesting that he held on to power for so long despite so many scandals and so many lies and so many other things that would have ended other politicians' careers instantly. And he survived and survived and survived and survived. But now that we're gonna get $10 a gallon gas, now is the point where people are starting to get fed up. Like I don't know if anyone. Actually, I think I got it right here. I think I got it on my soundboard. Give me a sec. Yeah. Here, so let's listen. Let's listen to this wonderful little soundbite here.
If you could say something to President Trump and he was going to hear you right now, what would it be?
You are a worthless pile of
And you voted for him how many times?
3 times. That was my bad. Apparently, I'm an idiot.
Right. So there are many such cases of people who are like freaking out on Trump. And like that interview that I just played. That was someone being interviewed at a gas pump, right? And so like these like that is how stupid a lot of Americans are. She has a point. Yeah, she really does have a point. But um unfortunately, a lot of these people, it's not a problem until it affects me. Exactly, Turtlebird. Like they don't care until they have to pay $60, 70, 80, $100 to fill up their tank. And then all of a sudden they're outraged. And it's like the gun control issue. Like they don't care until one of their own children are affected by gun violence. Once you lose a child to it, then you all of a sudden care. But there are a lot of people who don't care. I remind you again that I am a legitimate cargo ship officer who has transitioned or who has. I'm guessing you mean like transited the Hormuz countless times. Questions? First out trans person in the U.S. merchant marine. Video in the Discord. Nice. In our Discord? Did you put the video in our Discord? If so, that's cool. Very cool. Sorry, I'm reading. The shock has sunk in since March. Already expecting more than just a pain at the pump. Fertilizer is affected hard too. Yeah. I think it was something like a fifth of all fertilizer went through the Strait of Hormuz, which has been affected. And the unfortunate part of that is that when fertilizer prices jump, that is a straight jump in food prices. Like when fertilizer prices jump, you will see that reflected in food prices extremely quickly, like, and sort of unavoidably so. We were about to have a 2 million barrel per day shortfall. Think about it when they have to start buying oil at real prices where they can get it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The right wing is turning on Israel and Trump, but not for the reasons the left would like. Um, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, I think most Americans, regardless, under the politics tab. Oh, okay, cool. Um, yeah, brain. Like most people, uh, do not like Israel because of the genocide, because it was like broadcasted live, basically on TikTok and stuff, and there's other reasons too. But I think a lot of people have a lot of very negative feelings towards Israel because like the state of America is not great. But like we have endless money to dump into like Israel, right? Like they have universal health care, right? And we don't. And we pay for that. We pay for their universal health care, but we don't get it. We don't get any of that. Which is really unfortunate and really frustrating. And I think that um genuinely, I don't know. Plus he wrote The Art of the Game, so he wins everything, even golf. Druid Andrew, you're starting to make a lot of sense. You're starting to make a lot of sense. Uh, let's see here. The stream title made me remember something. I remember my mom and dad consistently freaking out about Obama raising gas up to $10 back then. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm sure. Oh, I'm so sure. Oh, Druid Andrew, thank you so much for the follow. You helped us hit 140. That's amazing. You're wonderful. You're the best ever. The best ever, actually. Um, Israeli government is the issue. I have nothing to say about the common people. I will say that the Israeli population tend to be like fucking insane, but like I think that kind of makes sense. If you choose to live in an ethno-nationalist like if you choose to live in Israel, like you are the kind of person who is to be like who is insane enough to like be okay with a genocide and stuff like that. Like I just think it makes sense that the population over there is kind of fucking insane. Like of course the government is really insane, but like if you look at the polling of the people, like the population, like it's not good. Like there's not a huge resistance to what's going on over there in the country. At this point, can we require any Trump supporter to get their mental checked in order to vote? I'm tired of these people walking free of consequences. Fuck MAGA. Natalie, thank you. First time chatter. Thank you so much for the bits. I really appreciate that. That's very nice of you. Fuck MAGA and fuck Israel. True, 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 and real. I am on Twitch, so there is a chance that they will nuke me from existence for speaking those words out loud. But we will see what happens, I guess. I'm probably too small for anyone to care. But yeah, genuinely, like I think Israel is a failed state. I think it's obviously a mistake, and I think that if we were smart, we would like take that money and stop spending it in Israel and maybe like, I don't know, like do something about the fact that they are uh unhinged. Just got one crisis call, calm the situation down, got another crisis call, getting intense, getting ready to roll out. That turns into an emergency. Well, health, I hope things go well. Thank you for being you and for always helping and being kind to other people and doing what you do. I appreciate you. Twitch corpo soldiers bust down your door and take you to the Twitch tower for Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like I'm gonna they're gonna like you're gonna see them like black bag me. Like there's someone's gonna kick in my door and run over and just like put a bag over my head and I'm gonna get dragged away and you're gonna see some like masked person like just like cover the camera, and and you'll never hear from me again. Or like I'll come back and like I'll have like a Twitch or something. Like I'll be twitching a lot, and I'll like suddenly be a Zionist or something. Like they'll have like tortured me no, honestly, that wouldn't work. But yeah, I would never be a Zionist. That would be cringe. Even if I were tortured, I don't think I would. I would be like Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid, and I would just like be super awesome and just be like, no, I don't give a fuck. You can torture me all you want. I don't care. Rude. I'll mash A so fucking hard. I'll mash A so fucking hard. Uh, there is nothing wrong with helping out once, but when you start enabling them, time to cut it out. Yeah. They will try to brainwash you. You think you can hold out? Yeah. No, I got it. I got it. They can fuck off for all I care. Once we shun the insane Christian Zionists with their insane lust for Israel, we'd be able to make a serious change. Yeah, like Zionism is definitely. Oh, pre-roll ads are disabled for 62 minutes. Did I just get demonetized on Twitch? What happened here? Why am I getting this? Disable pre-rolls. Streamers can now disable pre-roll ads. I don't get it. I don't know. Just ran an ad for you? Oh, okay. Brainwash, literally not a real thing, something that only exists in movies. Dawn, if you don't think indoctrination is a real thing, again, I just have to come back to the "you're fucking stupid" point. Like, if you genuinely think that propaganda and indoctrination and brainwashing isn't a thing, then you are the sheep. Like, you are the cattle. Like, you need to wake the fuck up. They would implant a device in your head to control what you say. Yeah, exactly. Like, they would replace me with like a doppelganger. Yo, your thumbnail is so accurate because I just went to fill up my tank. Yeah, I know. I have to. I'm gonna be doing a lot of driving this summer because I'm going to a lot of events, and this gas price hike thing is gonna suck. It's gonna make things so expensive. How much is gas for you, Citron? If they want to brainwash me, I can do it myself. Pulls my brain out of my skull and shoves it in a dishwasher. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Don, they got your brain shampooed and conditioned, my guy. Are you fucking stupid? Everyone is indoctrinated into something, but leftists talk about it like it's mind control when it's something they don't like. No, you're just you don't understand. Like, right-wing politics uses fear and hatred to control people. Like, that's like a real thing that they do. Like, you trying to act like they're not doing that is dumb. Also, like, there's like real science and psychology behind like right-wing indoctrination, and like there is absolutely zero science that says that being trans is like something that you can be brainwashed into or whatever. Like the whole right-wing talking point of like, "Oh, you're trans because the left transed you." There's like literally zero scientific backing for that, but there is actually scientific backing to the fact that like right-wing indoctrination is a psychological phenomenon. They are not the same thing at all. Brainwashing and forcing you to completely change your belief system and behavior not doable. Indoctrination and propaganda happen all the time. Yeah. Advertising is really just aiming to brainwash some profitable percentage of people. Yeah. Holy moly, I better hurry buy an e-bike. Yeah, no, I get that. I wish I like we were talking about this earlier, but I wish there were like bike lanes or sidewalks or something where I live. Unfortunately, I live in an area where I'm very car reliant, which sucks like a lot, makes me really sad. Um when I drove away, it was 5:22. My apartment's communal dryers are all disconnected from the exhaust. I dried my clothes and they're about as wet as when I put them in. I legit have them on a clothesline hanging from the doors. Oh shit, what? That's wild, actually. At this stage, despite being insanely pricey, I'd be willing to take on car payments to go full EV. This is despite it being cripplingly pricey for you now. Yeah, I get that. Those digital gas signs are savage. How did I miss the old physical ones that only change once a month? Or how I do miss, yeah, no, I get that. The electronic gas signs are pretty brutal. There I feel like, John Oliver probably made a video talking about how bad that is. Uh, MAGA is the ultimate brainwashing. Christian Zionists are the problem. Like, all Zionists are the problem. Like, not just Christian Zionists, but all Zionists. And I mean, like, yes, Christian Zionists are a rather large part of that, but like, you gotta remember that, like, not all Zionists are Christian, you know? Um, spoof, buy used, private market, battery degradation is actually less than initially projected. Um, yeah, buying a used EV could be a good route, for sure. Like, I'm really glad that I got a Prius back in, like, 2019 because it's gonna save me a lot of money. Same, that's America most places, unfortunately. Lefties need to go ham with local level urbanism. No, like, I actually so agree with you. Like, I think that, like, genuinely, when the left gets power, like, one of the main things we need to focus on is, like, walkable cities and, like, having bike lanes and having sidewalks and having ways to get around cities that are not it's not just driving a car. Like, I genuinely think that, like, urban development is a huge, huge thing that leftism needs to focus on because, like, it's something that we could deliver that would make a difference in people's lives, that would actually, like, make things better for people to, like, help them realize that, like, like, right wingers want you to die and want you to, like, eat shit and die, and left wingers want you to, like, have healthcare and, like, walkable cities and, like, rights and stuff. Uh, I'm thinking hybrid vehicles are the future. Hybrid vehicles are definitely like, I have a hybrid vehicle, and it's pretty good, pretty good. Really good on gas and, has the option to be full electric if I charge it. I just don't get a lot of range, but, like, I can get to and from a gas store or whatever. Um, Also conservatives rejected it in the 2010s. 15-minute city became a thing. In the meantime, high range e-bikes can now do pedal assist at 25 miles per hour with a 50-mile range and be snagged up for 1K or less on Amazon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, e-bikes are actually incredible. Um, e-bikes are actually incredible, like the technology. And then yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I ride an electric unicycle, which requires no pedaling, but is also very good. Very good. Uh, Seriously, being able to walk around Seattle and get my business done for free is life changing. Yeah. Yeah, Seattle does sound pretty sick. Like, honestly, if I were to ever move out of Ohio, Seattle would be one of my top priorities. Um, Luckily my school has bike racks. Uh Gas prices, I'll just teleport then at this point. Give me a moment to go build my teleport machine. Yeah, no, I feel it. I feel it. You're talking about it like right-wing people need to be indoctrinated, but left-wing people arrive at their beliefs through facts and logic or something. It isn't the case. There are different flavors of indoctrination, but you're just as brainwashed as rightoids. Dawn, maybe this is gonna sound super arrogant to you, but I'm just gonna say it. Left-wingers, our positions, our policy positions are based on facts, logic, and science. Like all left-wing positions are based on facts, logic, and science. All right-wing positions are based on fear, hatred, and like uh uh like traditionalism or like ethno-nationalism or something. Like you don't even understand that like right-wing people are like name like if you look at policy positions, your privileging of facts and logic and science is in itself a product of indoctrination. You are a product of being a fucking idiot, actually. So how about that? How about that? I am biased by reality. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm sorry that I've been indoctrinated by the fact that reality exists and that like I'm indoctrinated by facts. I apologize. I've been brainwashed by reality. I'm reality maxing. I'm consistency maxing. I'm principle maxing. Like right wingers aren't even principled about anything. Like literally not about anything. Like just look at MAGA. It's like a cesspool of it doesn't even make any fucking sense. Like Donald Trump is like, "Oh, no more foreign wars except for when I want to get into a foreign war." So stupid. See here. Rights and freedoms aren't appreciated until they're lost. True. Might as well say this. We should apply standards. Uh, hold on. Sorry, I'm catching up on chat. Just curious again, would you say that right wingers believe more in a god than left wingers? I would assume that if you did a cross section of the population, there would be more atheist left wingers and more like Christian right wingers. Like I would assume that there is some sort of like distribution there. Um but I don't know. Like I don't know that. Like I haven't looked up that kind of information. So I don't have that all. You know, I wouldn't expect it to be like an insane um amount, but there is probably a discrepancy there. There is an overlap between South Africa and Israel. The racism is there. Israel treats non-white Jews very poorly. Both were and are defended by an extreme Protestant minority. Yeah, that's actually that's a good point, Deadzilla. Thank you for that. Also, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. You're amazing. You're wonderful. Thank you so much for that. You're so kind. Jesus was a left winger, and he counts for at least 800,000 or 900 million people. Thanks for that. Uh, don't worry. I am reality maxing. The right can last afford the future Trump made for the than anybody. We just have to hold the line until they realize the same. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Oh, Grace, welcome back. Happy to have you here. Hope that things went well for you. We're still here. We're still here. I believe in Satan. Does that count? Sure. Radical left activists want you to be fed, clothed, and sheltered in comfort. Yeah, I know. These radical left-wing activists want you to have health insurance and rights and freedoms and clean cities and public transportation and oh my God, Don, I I have read Foucault. And I fucking went to college and studied philosophy, and you I'm gonna read your comment with the I'm annoying voice. You should read Foucault or something because you seem to associate yourself with the left, but you don't seem to understand that your epistemology and reality is a product of time and place and not an apolitical default position. Okay. Okay, fuckface. Sure, fuckface. Whatever you say, fuckface. Amazing things are certainly building up. Life is good and politics is a perfect circus for you. Oh, well, congratulations. Uh, and for y'all's kids to be away from Trump and his best friends, Jeff. Wait, what is it? Oh, I see. Uh, I'm old and don't type as fast. It's hard to get thoughts out fast and to keep up with you old whippersnappers. Oh no, you're good, Quinn. It's okay. It's sometimes things don't come out well. Most people are religious overall. I don't know. No, I don't think most. I think. Hold on. Distributions of religious people. Okay. So as of 2020, 75.8% of the global population identified with a religion. Oh no, you're right. Okay, while 24.2% were religiously unaffiliated, making the unaffiliated the world's third largest religious group after Christians and Muslims. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. Because, there's Muslims, there's Christians, there's Jews. Okay, here's a good one. Among the unaffiliated, 17% identify as atheist, 20% as agnostic, and 63% as nothing in particular. Notably, many unaffiliated individuals still hold spiritual beliefs, such as a belief in God or a soul, even if they do not identify with specific religious institutions. Jumbo Jack, welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. I think most people are religious. I would caution though that atheism, religion are not mutually exclusive. Yeah. No, exactly. Like you can be an atheist but be spiritual. There is an element of gray area there. Um, would you be willing to pay $10 a gallon to get rid of slavery if slavery existed today? Well, first of all, slavery does like exist today. Like if you don't understand global supply chains and if you don't understand the fact that like the places where we are mining minerals for like computer chips and stuff, like those people are essentially slaves. Like we have on purpose destroyed their countries and their economies so that we could pay them like basically nothing uh in order to get the stuff real cheap so that we can make our iPhones cheap. So like, yeah, I would pay $10 a gallon for gas to stop that being a thing. Like I would pay more for things in order for them to not be made with slave labor. Like for instance, a really good way to think about this is with clothing. actually. Like, if you buy clothes off of Shein or Temu or even like Amazon, chances are that like a lot of the polyester bullshit that you get is made in sweatshops in certain countries where the labor is taken advantage of, and those people are not getting paid fairly. They're not being paid living good wages. They are treated like slaves essentially. And so like if you value um you know, anti-slavery, like if you are not into slavery, you should try to buy your clothes from sources that pay people a good living wage. Like I will say, for instance, Icky, like I'm wearing one of Icky's hoodies right now. Like this is one of Icky's hoodies, right? From the Ick line. And part of the reason why her stuff is more expensive is because she sources it from places where people are actually paid a livable wage, right? And so I feel better buying clothes like that, even though it's more expensive. Usually the quality is better. Usually you can find things that are nicer, last a little bit longer, and you just have to take care of it a little better. But like it's worth doing because even though you're spending more money, you're not like, you know, like you're getting something that's worth a good amount of money. And that is it makes you feel better for buying it. Like, I really do think that we should return to the olden days. Like, rather than having 700 polyester outfits that suck and fall apart and you're gonna wear like twice, I feel like we should have like you should have like 2 or 3 outfits that are like really high quality, right? Maybe not 2 or 3, like maybe that's a really low amount. Like, I don't know, 4 or 5 outfits that are really high quality, made with fair labor policies, made with good sourcing of the materials so that like, you're not getting it from slave labor essentially. And you pay a little more, but you have high quality clothes that last you a long time that are nicer and all that stuff. Like I think that's like a better system. People are obsessed with their consumerism, right? People want to just consume, 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 and that is part of the issue with America is that people are addicted to consumerism, and they want to scroll on Shein and buy like a $2 tank top that they're never gonna wear because they're gonna get it and it's gonna be kind of cheap and shitty, and they're gonna like wash it once, it's gonna fall apart. Whoa, YouTube chat is going hard. Girl, I forget the character, but I swear to God, there's a Hey Arnold. That's a Hey Arnold character voice. Oh, that's interesting. Queer Devil, welcome. Rudy Giuliani is in critical condition. Good, I hope he dies. Morons will be morons. Not much to do about it. That's one statistic I do know. But don't only about 30% of Christians in the US actually know much about their religion? The other 70% are just Christian signaling. Well, yeah, curious Nekomimi, you actually bring up a really good point here. Where there's like you can be culturally Christian, but not actually a practicing Christian, right? Like how some people are culturally Jewish, but they're not like practicing Judaism, right? Like that is a real thing that happens, and I think we are all aware of that, right? And so like there is a huge element in America of like uh essentially like Christians that are like that. They are uh culturally Christian, but they don't actively practice or follow some kind of orthodox that is whatever. You can get a Chevy Bolt EV as new as 2023 for 15K or 2019 for 10K. Yo, that's actually a really good. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. That's like decently affordable. Uh I practice a non-theistic religion. Oh, that's interesting, Queer Devil. I would love to hear a little bit more about that if you're willing to share. Is Chevy reliable? I don't know. I'm not a car person. Wasn't former President Obama a good president, and has change really come to our great country? Abiding, I don't know where the fuck that came from. Obama was not a good president. Shocker, I know, but he was not great. He was actually kind of shitty. Um, EVs are a lot mechanically simpler than internal combustion engine cars. Yeah, no, 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 for sure. EVs have less moving parts in their engines, which makes them easier to maintain outside of the battery cost. I'm not religious, but not exactly an atheist either. I'm a don't knowist, basically. That's funny. Like agnostic. I like the way you said that though. Holy shit, YouTube chat. You are popping off. Uh let's see here. Chevy is pretty good, especially if you can get an electric. Might be able to get a used one for like 10K. Um I would prefer more open source stripped down EVs though. I know, but that's not gonna happen. EVs are mechanically simple, and yet makers deny us access to repair parts and information. That's true. Most people who claim to be sort of religious only claim that because as a child they were raised as ex faith. It's like tying your shoelaces when you ask to give the. Yes, yes, exactly, Dadzilla. That's what I was talking about with like being culturally Christian. Exactly. Is the jacket brand called Ickies? No, it's called Ick. So like ICK is the name of the brand. It's Icky's brand. Brad, what are you doing over there, buddy? Brad, what's up? What are you doing? Huh? Huh? What are you doing over there? Huh? You think you can just do whatever you want? I'm just playing. Okay, what am I? I had an economist tell me one time, the more you pay the worker, the more it will cost for the merchandise. If you want to lower prices, lower the minimum wage. Just something I was told. Well, yes, but that's why I think we need to get over. Like, I think Americans, one of the things that we need to get over, which I really hope that the younger generations are better about this, but like, you need to get over getting your cheap plastic shit from China. And like you know how like some people do that thing where they buy a bunch of cheap plastic shit all the time and they never use any of it, or a lot of it like breaks or falls apart or is useless or whatever. But like it's like an online shopping drug. Um like I think some people just need to get over the fact that like you can't buy 700 really cheap pieces of shit, and you should instead buy things that like back in the day before mass consumerism. You would buy like a microwave or a stereo or whatever, and it would last you like your entire fucking life. Like you would just have it forever. And if it broke, you would buy the one part you needed to fix it and you would fucking fix it. And like I think that we just need to return to that kind of mindset where things are built to last instead of built like planned obsolescence could be fucking illegal. And you should be like hung if you do that. Like I think that things should be built to last or built to be repairable, and we should have access to high quality things that are not cheap pieces of shit from China. Um don't you call out my crop tops? I got them from a thrift store. Thrifting is a good way to get stuff. Adding on to your point on clothes, we need a return to buy it for life kind of market, have a product that actually lasts. Yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly. Didn't he get run over? What happened to Rudy actually? I don't even know I don't really care, but uh our wonderful allies, I understand the sarcasm there. Saudi Arabia and the UAE makes extensive use of indentured servitude, i.e. slavery. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Which is like it's fucking stupid that people like virtue signal about like, oh, America and we're so oh gosh, oh whatever. Like we actively engage with like we literally just moved the slavery abroad. Like we had slavery here and we moved it abroad. That is what happened. Shein's photos are fab, but the merch is crap because the photos are stolen and the makers of the merch have only a picture to work from. Yeah. So let me ask you this question. Do you know if Trump has already stolen Ronald Reagan's words, "Make America"? Okay. Um, I will pay more for ethical fashion creators. I make traditional indigenous bags and I use no machine, only handcrafted by me. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool of you. I would love to get one of those one day. Ow. Wish I knew more about how people wound up that way. I have seen other people say the same thing. I'm an atheist, a secular humanist. I know all life is important. Vote vote for Gen X and you'll have that. It's what we grew up with, what we believe in, and what we do. We don't throw stuff away. We build and fix it ourselves. That's how the internet happened. Yeah, I get you. I just don't know if like I don't think that that's necessarily an argument to be like vote for Gen X, you know? Like I get that like I don't know. Why did they skip the Y for generations? They didn't. Millennials, whatever. Yeah, millennials are Gen Y. Hopefully you are aware of that. Uh Yeah, my last office job, the younger coworkers spent a lot of downtime shopping online because work is boring and vacations take a long time to save for. Saving is boring. Yeah, that's very true. A lot of people are addicted to the dopamine hit or whatever that you get from just buying cheap shit, and they don't like actually care about the cheap shit. I want to buy wrecked out EVs and transplant them to other cars with third party controllers. Oh, that's cool. Uh, okay, okay. Uh, I'm all caught up on YouTube chat. Yay! Like America, well, I'm a capitalist. You can spend your money however you feel like it, so it's your choice what you do your money. It might be a better system. However, I value someone's freedom to buy what they want instead of dictating to them what's allowed. Uh, yeah, Jumbo Jack, I just disagree with you. I think that the market shouldn't allow you like I'm gonna be so real with you. I don't think that you should have like look, if you go to the store, I do think you should have choices, but I don't think your choices should be do you want the thing made with slavery or do you want the thing not made with slavery? Like I don't think that those should be our choices when you go to the store. Like I think that we should have ethically sourced products and ethically sourced stuff so that when you go to the store, it's not about like, do you want the thing made with slavery or do you want the thing that's not made with slavery? It's like, do you want the thing or do you want the other thing? You know? Um, you know? Ooh. Ooh, my thumb. Ooh. Ethically sourced products equal much more expensive products? Yes. Duh. Because it's not used making slavery. The price hike is worth it. Like the only thing where that really matters, the only thing and also let me be clear. If you're a right winger, Don, aren't you like one of those like make it in America people? Like aren't you like if you're a right winger, don't you want things made in America? Like don't you want to pay a little bit more for your products so that people can have jobs? Like are you fucking stupid? Worth it for who? Oh my Jesus Christ. You're 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 pathetic, Don. You're just a pathetic little piece of shit. I don't want to. I'm done. I'm done engaging with you. If y'all don't mind, I would absolutely love it if you hit a like on the stream. That would make me pretty happy. I would love that. I would appreciate that. That would make everything better. Uh Big ticket brands are produced by slavery 9 out of 10. Yeah. 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 Buy local or buy nothing. I do appreciate that actually. I've been making an active attempt to shop more at there's this local market I live nearby, right? And the prices for the stuff there are a little bit higher. But actually like the funny thing about it is that like so if I were to shop at Whole Foods, I would spend like 30% more than if I were to go to the market that I'm talking about and buy all my food there. So what's funny is that like at Whole Foods, they are like price gouging, price gouging, price gouging, like charging you insane amounts of money for non-local high quality goods. But if I go to my local market, I can get a really high quality pound of chicken for like 5.99 a pound, or like 4.50 a pound, or $5 a pound, or like you can get yes, it's a little more expensive than I might get at like a Walmart or something, but it's local, it's really high quality, and it's good shit. Like it's good meat, you know what I mean? So like you would be shocked at how actually affordable it is sometimes to like go shop at a local market, because like the people that own local markets are trying to do good business. It's not like run by a billionaire who's trying to make $735 million on their quarterly bonus or whatever. Like you are dealing with someone who like runs the business on reasonable margins, that wants to survive and like doesn't want you to like suffer unduly for that. Um, so yeah, like I would encourage people to check out shopping local. I think that that's a great way to make an impact. Like obviously a lot of local places could use your business. Um, like there's a local store near me. It's like a Hispanic grocery store, and they have like a taco, like they have like a restaurant inside, right? So you can go inside and like get some tacos or whatever, and you can also shop. And it's locally owned, and it's a cute little place. The food is like really reasonable, and it's very high quality. It's very good stuff. And like I love shopping there. Makes me feel good. Whole Foods is owned by an asshole. That is so true. An issue a lot of small businesses face is a lack of access to capital that is tied up due to healthcare prices for employees and self. Yes, that is very true. And that is why yeah, you said it right there. Universal healthcare protects small businesses. Exactly. Yes, that is an incredibly important thing, because like a lot of small businesses have to rely on part-time workers to try to make ends meet, because they can't really afford the benefits that go with like a full-time worker or whatever. And that's definitely an issue that exists. Oh my god. Don Homer, you just actually said it all about yourself. Like you said, okay, but I'd prefer not to be made considerably poorer, so some guy in a third world country I've never met before is happier. So you are totally okay with slaves because they are not people that you don't know them. Like, do you understand how fucking stupid that makes you sound? Like, you heartless piece of shit. You're like, yeah, I'm all right with slavery because like I don't even know that guy. Like, he's not even like my best friend or whatever. So like fuck him. Like, are you fucking stupid? Also, if goods get more expensive, you probably won't end up being all that much poorer. You probably would just buy a lot less useless shit. Like I would encourage all of you to think about how much shit you buy that you don't use or take advantage of. For instance, you mentioned video games, right? Less video games is one of the things that you mentioned, because video games would get more expensive or something, which actually I don't think is the case, because video games are produced by companies that are largely not in third world countries. So like you're kind of wrong on that point, but let's assume that video games are affected by this, right? If video games are affected by it, do you know what's going to happen? You're going to buy less video games. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Do you know how many fucking video games I've bought the past 2 years that I have never played, that might take me years to get to? Kind of a lot, right? So like if they got a little more expensive, then I would probably just buy a lot less games that I wouldn't play. Like, how much useless bullshit are you buying online? Probably a lot. And maybe your life would be a little bit better if you didn't buy so much useless bullshit. Oh my god. Maybe it's worth it for you, but it isn't for me, so I'd prefer that you don't drive me into poverty because it gives you a warm feeling. Don, genuinely, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. No, because the materials that go into making video game consoles are gathered under exploited. You okay? You are not. You were not talking. You said video games. You did not say consoles. First of all. Second of all, consoles are stupid anyway. Like we should just be doing computers. But first, third of all, no one wants you to go into fucking poverty, Don. You're a fucking idiot. We want you to have free healthcare. We want you to have like walkable cities, affordable public transit. Like, do you not understand that, like, okay, maybe you won't be able to buy some like stupid, like, $10 piece of shit plastic garbage off of Amazon, but at least you'll have free healthcare. Like, you don't understand the trade that you're making here. Like, you're like playing with your dumb plastic bullshit, and you're like, don't try to like take this away from me. You're like a fucking okay. I'm sorry. I think Dawn is just trying to get your blood pressure up. Yeah, yeah, that's so true. Uh, hey, that is my extensive emotional support Steam library. That is so funny, Grace. I agree. I get that. I have a lot of video games that are on my Steam library that I've never played. Um, I would like to work on that. I would definitely like to work on that for sure. For sure, for sure. Like for instance, I got Borderlands 4 when that came out, but like I have not been playing Borderlands 4 that much. It's a really fun game too, and so I need to play more of that. I can't believe anyone would actually argue in favor of slavery. I can't even ask a full what's next without getting censored. I shop at a market that has only 3 stores in all of Chicagoland. $200 will get you $300 worth of foods that you would get from major chains. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Guilty of the useless bullshit train, finally facing that and looking to get rid of it either through donating or selling. Yeah, no, I get that too. It's hard because like you like when you're scrolling on social media, it like bombards you constantly with these like ads for the most dumb plastic bullshit. Oh. Don, leftists want to play video games too. Leftists want to have iPhones too. And leftists want to be able to afford meat and stuff too. You are doing the stupid right winger thing where you go, you're going to take away my guns. You're going to take away my video games and my guns and my iPhone and my meat and stuff. No one wants to take away your fucking shit, you dumb piece of shit. You dumb fucking piece of shit. Fuck you. Like, genuinely, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Oh. Man is basically saying I like slavery because it makes my junk drawer cheaper. That is literally what he said. It's not basically what he's saying. It is literally what he said. That is literally what he said. Wait until Dawn gets hit with the $180,000 bill for emergency surgery. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because our system right now works so well. Yeah, there's no issue with anything being expensive in modern America today. It's not like energy prices and housing prices and healthcare prices and car prices and everything else isn't fucking through the roof, you dumb fucking sack of shit. Yeah, you can get your cheap plastic shit, but you're gonna pay $700 million a year to get health insurance that won't even cover anything, you dumb fucking piece of shit. I'm sorry, I'm like raging so hard right now. I've had a frustrating day today. I have had a tough day today in terms of frustrations, and I may or may not be venting that through shitting all over this guy. Like Cleveland steamer all over you. Let's see here. Y'all, he's being a dick, and his name Don is endorsing slavery. I think we know who's in chat right now. Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah, wouldn't it be funny if that was like Donald Trump, like in my chat? Wild Eyes Patel must have told Don she was on the FBI list, and now Don he was on the FBI list, and now he's here causing a mess. Yeah. Uh, Don needs some peyote. Just send him to my house. Yeah, that's so true. Aloha. That's so true. So true. Also, people have PlayStations in China, Vietnam, and Cuba. So, like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Yeah, that's a really good point. People outside of America play video games and do all of these things that you're bitching about. So, like, Dan doesn't need health insurance. He has Funko Pops that have never been removed from the box. That is so true. Yeah, we don't need affordable groceries or health insurance or walkable cities or good environmental policies or renewable energy or any of that. We do need a billion Funko Pops. We need more Funko Pops. More Funko Pops. The Second Amendment guaranteed people the right to bear arms so they could hunt for survival. No one needs a fully automatic AR-15 to order the number 4 lunch special at Olive Garden. Goblin, that is such a thank you for that. Uh, that's so funny. They're gonna be worth something someday, okay? Yeah, the Funko Pops are it's to the moon with the Funko Pops. To the moon. To the moon. Oh, that's an interesting little thing. Pibblepunk did the boots theory of economics. You buy a pair of boots for $50. In a year's time, they're full of holes and you need to buy another pair of $80 boots. Meanwhile, a wealthy person pays $200 for a pair of boots. In 5 years, you've paid $320 for boots that are uncomfortable and fall apart and uh every year. Meanwhile, the guy who bought $200 boots still has them. They're still comfortable and hasn't spent another penny more. That's how paying more upfront ends up being cheaper in the end. Which is also um like why it's part of the reason why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Like that is part of the reason why, because wealthy people can afford the goods that last longer and need less management or repurchase, and therefore, you know, it takes them a little farther. But they have the privilege of having the upfront cost of being able to buy something that's really expensive in order to yeah. So like that's part of the reason why wealth disparity is a shitty thing. Everyone should just go back to sandals. Yeah, valid. I don't really like sandals actually. But also welcome first time chatter, Crazy Krabby. Welcome. Uh, 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 uh. That's not even relevant because the choice isn't between buying good boots ethically at a high cost and buying bad boots unethically at a low cost. That literally is the choice. What we are talking Dawn, if we change the system and you still choose to buy the shitty boots, then you're literally just being stupid. Like you're literally just being a fucking idiot. Like, do you not understand what we're saying here? We're saying that like if the sweatshops have to like pay ethically, then they're gonna go out of business. And the ones that stay in business will be the ethical boots, the good boots, and they will get more business, which will actually make them cheaper, which will actually make them more affordable for better boots. Like, you literally don't know what you're talking about. Everybody should just go back to the Flintstones cars with no floors on the bottom. Yeah, that's so funny. That's so funny. Same, I stub my toes too often for sandals. Sandals are just uncomfortable. All right. Cool. What time is it? 11:40. I got to do my injection here in like soon. So, I will probably show you all Freddy. That is first things first. There's Freddy being a good boy. Barefoot then. Free feet pics to go around. No, no, no. The feet pics, you got to pay extra for that. You got to pay extra for that. I like my shoes. I like shoes. Oh. Oh. He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. Freddy is barefoot and flaunting it right now. Yeah, look at him not needing boots. Look at Freddy. He doesn't need boots. He doesn't need plastic shit from China. Freddy is totally content with head scritches. He doesn't need consumerism. Freddy is better than all of us because Freddy doesn't care about consumerism. He just cares about food and kisses and nap and pooping. He likes pooping a lot. He does a lot of pooping. This is why I just ban the person so I don't have to deal with their shit. Acacia. I have gotten a lot of content out of stream today from Dawn. So like me shit stomping him is like it's kind of entertaining for me, and I think it makes it obvious that my positions are thought out and that like I can respond to the critiques that are being made of and at me. And like I think it's good stream content. Are there some people who just don't want that at all? Sure. But I'll be honest. I think it's good for the stream for me to like disagree with people. And did I watch the new Geopold video? What's that? Is that something I'm supposed to be aware of? Is that like a let me pull up YouTube here. Geopold. Are you talking about Epstein's empire? Look it up. You should be aware of. Yes. Holy shit, that is a 2-hour video. All right. Here's what we're going to do, chat. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to pop over here. We're going to pop over here. Ugh. Oh, that was loud. Sorry. Hold on. Give me a second here. All right, chat. Here's a YouTube video.
The world moves on like nothing ever happened. I need to remind you, the Epstein files are not released. 3 million emails might sound like a lot. However, as of right now, the publicly released files only represent about 2% of the total FBI's Epstein file data. And don't get me started on the redactions, bro. That being said, Epstein's empire, his evil, insanely tapped in role in the world of geopolitics, intelligence agencies, minors, and
Okay, I will say, I don't like this editing. Like, I don't like the editing. I don't like the editing. I still wish he would go back to researched videos. Quinn, I do research my videos. Just because I record them live on stream doesn't mean I don't research them. I literally the only difference in my content is that I record it live instead of recording it not live. That is literally the only thing I've changed about my content. I do just as much thinking and research about things as I did before. It's hyper edited, but what he says is truth. No, I get that. I just like this like zoomer editing stuff. Uh the editing makes the info he's talking about go down better, honestly. Crazy Krabby Jr. Might I be so bold as to assume that you are young? Are you a youngie? Are you youngster? Are you a like a Gen Z or something? Are you like Gen Z? Because like you're 22. Okay, you're 22. Um, for older people, this is like really hard to watch.
Pizza
Pizzagate was totally made up. It was an outrageous allegation.
has never been more clear. So today I will
Like all the sounds and all the added like noises and stuff. Like I don't like it. It's like it's not it's actually distracting me from this. I'm having a hard time.
essentially be going through every single thing you need to know about the big Stein from Trump.
Okay. Oh God. Oh, what the? Yeah, this is like this person must be young. Let me look at this channel. This person looks like a child. The profile picture for this channel, they look like they have to be like 19 years old or something. Stop being an asshole to Crazy Krabby. He's trying to contribute to your stream, you monster. I'm not even being mean. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm just talking about my opinions on the content. Like this literally, I'm literally just being like, this is how I feel about the content. God. Yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time with that kind of editing. It's like it's hard for me to like that's a 2-hour video. It's 2 hours and it's like that the whole time. I mean, it's just that's a lot. Bro is based. I'm sure it is based. Like I'm not saying it's not based. I'm not saying it's not real, true and real. I'm not saying it's not like super woke or anything, but like genuinely it's like it's just really hard to like to follow content like that for me. I'll give it a try. Like after stream, I will try to watch it. How about listen to it without watching the video? Well, no, that's what I was saying. Is it like there's a lot of noises added in. You know what I mean? Like there's like a lot of like edits or and like stuff that are just woof woof off the bed. Oh, good night, Quinn. Good night. Please add an additional screen where someone is playing Minecraft, frosting a cake, or adding small toys to this line. That's so funny. Leah, have you watched or worked with The Line? I feel like you'd mesh well with the host there. Secular humanist, atheist. Well, I'm not an atheist. LGBTQ people. I mean, like I emailed The Line. Like I emailed The Line. So, you know, I haven't heard back from them, but I did in fact email them. I'm just trying to contribute and make people eat good, aka eat the truth. No, Crazy Krabby, I appreciate you. I'm not upset. I'm not mad. I value the contributions to the stream. I am literally just giving you my opinions on the editing. I didn't say a single thing about the content or anything of the video. I just said that the editing makes me want to like hurl myself out a window. Can you post a link to the video I want to watch later? I don't know if I think I can actually. I know you can't post links in my chat, but I think I can post links in my chat. Let me try it. Let me try it. So we go here, share, copy, and oops. You let me know if that worked. I just put the link in chat. That thumbnail is why I'm saving up for an e-bike. Yeah, that's a smart financial. Well, as long as your local area is good about it, that's a good financial investment. Geopold's Israel video is based as well. Oh, okay. Love you, Leah. You're doing good work out here. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. It's there. Okay, cool. Thank you. They're missing out. I hope you do hear back someday. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I should like send them another email or if I should what? Like I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Um I did see that apparently some footage was released from the shooting, from the White House Correspondents' Dinner shooting. I'm gonna have to watch that. Maybe I won't watch that on stream. Leftists want me dead. Dawn, that is not at all what the fuck leftists want. You're just insane and dumb, and you don't know what the hell anyone wants. Or in a camp? Oh my god, Dawn, you're so stupid. They are literally putting people in camps right now. They're putting Hispanic people in camps right the fuck now. And you are over here acting like we want to put people in camps? Go fuck yourself, you fucking dumb piece of shit. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I just have this insatiable desire to crash out at Dawn. I just really want to crash out at him for like 3 hours straight. Like, we literally have been saying this whole time that leftists want, like, we want rightoids to have free healthcare, free college tuition, affordable, walkable cities. Like, we want all that shit. We want all that shit. And you have no fucking clue what you're talking about. Okay. Okay. Let's just talk about Freddy, okay? Yeah, let's just talk about Freddy. Let's just talk about how cute Freddy is. Because he's such a good boy. He's such a cute, good boy. Oh my god, I love Freddy so much. I love him so much. He's so cute. Freddy is a good boy. Freddy is the best boy. Aren't you? Aren't you such a good boy? Aren't you such a good boy? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Good, sweet boy. Anyway. Don't crash out because that's what they want. Oh, no. You're good. You're good. I know that that's like part of the thing. It's like a trolling thing or whatever. But some of it is just like some of the things that people say are just so stupid. Like I feel like I have to respond to it, which is probably a personality flaw of mine. It's probably something I should work on. But as I was saying earlier, as soon as I have income, I'm adopting a dog. Oh, cute. I like dogs, but I don't like I like dogs, but I don't like owning dogs. Like I don't like having dogs as pets. Like I prefer cats. Like I think dogs are fun to spend time with, but I think that cats are what I want to have as pets. Dogs are just too much. Dogs are too much. Too much. They're like up your ass all the time, and I don't like that. Like Freddy is chill. He naps. He does his own thing. We cuddle. Yeah. Don is home jerking off, thinking about how mad he is making you. Yeah, that's probably true. He's typing all those stupid things with one hand. The other hand is occupied. All right. I have to go do my injection, like, now, basically. Unfortunately. I know that tonight's stream was mostly just rambling and arguing and talking about random things and stuff. And I apologize that it is, you know what I mean? Like, I know that this stream was very unfocused, but, I promise the next stream will be a little more focused, and we will record a video on the next stream, and it'll be good. It'll be a great time. It'll be a wonderful time. She wants to put me in a camp. Believe me, folks. It's terrible. Tremendously terrible, folks. The lying, washed up Leah Passanetti wants me in a little log cabin doing crafts and singing songs. That's what Dawn said. That's what Dawn said. Have a good night. Love the conversation. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. I love cats, but I hate litter boxes. My dog ignores me mostly. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, litter boxes kind of suck, but cats are usually pretty clean. Freddy is a pretty dirty cat, but so glad to catch the stream. Thank you and have a fantastic evening. You too. You too. You're Norwegian? Oh, hell yeah. See here. That is in no way boring. Your ranting is very entertaining, Leah. Well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad that people enjoy the ranting because there is more of that to happen for sure in the future. Right now I have a dog named Frankie. Oh, I love that name. I love when people name their dogs like Joe or something. Like, that's so cute. Mm. They are Zen gardens. The cats bury treasures in them. That's true. That's very true. Have a marvelous night. You too, Grace. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate you. All right. I love cats and dogs both, but I have to pick one in my current situation, and I haven't had a dog in forever. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Dang, pretty good impression, Leah. It wasn't that good. It wasn't that good. Wasn't that good. Well, anyway. I appreciate all of you. I hope that you are all doing well despite the times, and we will get through this together. And yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back Wednesday. I did want to say, I have been considering, because like normally I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right? Normally that's what I do. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right? But sometimes that's like really hard, right? Like, so if I go to a festival, Monday is like a decompression day, and Thursday, Friday, or whatever, and sometimes Wednesday, I'm like gone. I'm like busy. So like, I've been trying to think about that. Like, would it be better if I just stream like 2 to 3 times a week? Like, whatever day works, you know what I mean? Or would it be better? Like, I don't know if it's worth it for me to try to stick to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure about that. So in the comments of the stream or whatever, if you all want to leave me some thoughts about that, maybe I'll make a post about it or something. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly how I want to approach that, but it feels like I might have to do a more flexible streaming schedule in order for it to be flexible, because I'm like, you know, I'm busy during the summer, and Monday, Wednesday, Friday doesn't really work when I'm gone Wednesday and Friday, and Monday I'm exhausted. Like, subscribe, and share. Yes, please share my channel with everybody that you can. Like and share and comment and do all that wonderful stuff. I appreciate all of you. And I will be back Wednesday with more stuff. So Hope to see you all there. And until next time, please remember to do one tiny little thing and drink some water. Do the thing where you drink some water. Ooh, here's a fun way to say that. Hydrate or dihydrate. Goodbye.
It's got me feeling like CO the science gal. Christ is king.
You were made obsolete by our own creation.
Indeed.
But imagine a giant Joe Rogan pussy right up there, like I mean, elevated,
like a jellyfish.
teleported up into Joe Rogan's vagina.